Hello, just gonna do a quick hardcore hermit. Hardcore hermit. Prince. Knight of Cups, so it could be some kind of apology or love offer coming in. Ten of Pentacles. Generational wealth. I forgive you. Just kidding. Holy Spirit, would you link me to the soul cycle of hardcore hermit, Virgo, Libra, Cusper, please? Walking away from what no longer serves you. I think this is going to be a tempting apology, though, guys. So be prepared for that. Make sure you do what's right. This is your wish will be granted, whatever your wish is. So, and possibly if you walk away from these 8 cups, they won't serve you any longer. Or maybe even without that, just because it showed up beside it. That's what I'm saying. What do we got in the heart of the situation? Oof, that was quick. 3 just look it up. 9 of Pentacles. So this is luxurious living. This is good living. Princess of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign that's coming in. Princess of Pentacles. That's a Page of Pentacles. That's a student. So somebody who's possibly studying something, or maybe lower on the ladder than you are, in some craft or form or something. And the 4 of Cups, which is being ungrateful sometimes, or I want to see what it says in this deck. Let's look at this deck. Oh. 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Let's make sure. Incomplete pleasure gain, but with some inconveniences. Okay, so it's like getting something that you wanted, but not in the way you wanted. Like it's like you finally got a date with this chick, but she's got to bring her friend that hates your guts along with you as a third wheel or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like some shit like that. Or I don't know. It's like something like that. Something like that. Like it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Like you got what you wanted, but now when it's all gone, you're just like, fuck, why did I do that? You know what I mean? Like maybe you quit drinking for like 20 years and then fucking all of a sudden you had a weak moment and oh shit. It's like, well, this is going to be good, but when you wake up the next day, you almost have to chew your arm off because you don't know who's sleeping next beside you or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just so you don't wake them up. Like, yeah, like, and shit like that. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we got walking away from what no longer serves you, hardcore hermits. We've done a lot of this in the last, well, since I made this channel anyway, we've been doing a lot of this. So. What have we got in the challenge position? Oh, wow. 2 of Wands. So somebody making a passionate decision, so maybe avoid making any passionate decisions right now. Somebody comes knocking on your door saying, oh, everything's changed, it's a miracle, you know what I mean? Don't take that for face value, okay? We've got a lot of that happening right now. Dr. Death, too. And there's a lot of us are dealing with that. So, 8 of... This is like being very cautious. This is your challenge. So your challenge is to be very cautious. So, be very, very cautious. You don't want to step on any snakes. Well, you do, but you want to know about them so you can step on their head and make sure they're not going to slither away and cause you any problems in the future, right? And heartbreak. So this could lead to heartbreak, whatever it is. I think you guys are over this by now. This is also 13, adds up to 13, which could mean death or transformation. So this is all causing transformation. I'm thinking the challenge is... you've already dealt with most of this, I think. You have changed your lives. You are being more cautious because of the snakes that you did get bit from. Now there's no snakes get around you without you knowing about them, right? It's like you can hear a snake fart in Egypt now. It's almost like you're too fucking you got too much protection. That's what I think maybe your challenge should be too, but it's not showing up here. But yeah. So that and like you got a three of swords here. So yeah, heartbreak. So you're still not over the heartbreak. Making passionate decisions, which I think is for you not to do this. But it could be maybe you do. Maybe you've built your walls up so high that it's like trying for somebody to try to see you. It's maybe like trying to I don't know, get a visit with the president or something like that. So I don't know. Depends on your situation, right? There is a way of going. There's a point of going overboard with when it comes to security and stuff like that too. You know what I mean? But whatever. I always do say it is better safe than sorry. So what do we got in the? I guess I'll get somebody to maybe pull out the minefield tomorrow. The mailman could get through. Just kidding. What do we got in the subconsciously, the way you're thinking? Okay. Subconsciously, you're thinking of betrayal. Yeah, that's still fresh in you, and for good reason. And justice. You want justice for this betrayal. This is what you're thinking of subconsciously, and I agree, you guys deserve it. Believe me. Well, I deserve it too, but we got to remember whose job that is. And it's coming if it hasn't already. Believe me, every day if it hasn't happened yet. I think the only reason it hasn't happened is because you're still thinking about them. Maybe before maybe he doesn't want you watching when it happens. You know what I mean? Because you might some people are. I don't know. They just like that a little too much, and that's in a way can feed the wrong demons inside of you. You know what I mean? Like, you ever? There's like, I don't know in your situations, but in one of mine, it's like one of the people is somebody who almost likes setting people up. You know what I mean? Because they get it's like an addiction to them. Like, imagine that being addicted to being a Henry Hill or a snitch or like you know what I mean? There's people that literally just like to see people go down for shit that they did. You know what I mean? So you don't want to turn into one of those either. So maybe God's just waiting for you to turn your back before he fucking flicks the switch on the chair to these guys. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't want you to smell that fucking sizzling grizzle. You know what I mean? What do we got in past? How do we get here? Queen of Cups. Okay, so this could be a water sign is in your past. Could be the one that maybe you want justice on. Maybe you want. Yeah, it could be. And this is usually somebody who's very nurturing. This is usually somebody who's like a good listener. Somebody who's they can come off that way. Like most of them are like this, you know what I mean? But there's people that put this on as a mask, you know what I mean? Because it disarms people and lets them get close to people, so they can basically, do like whatever they're doing. I'm not even gonna put out what one of them was trying to do to me, but I'm just saying like they all are like people can pretend to be this, not and then they can be more like this, you know what I mean? Which is, if this person is like this, then it's somebody who uses people's emotions basically to slit their throats, you know what I mean? Like, basically, this person here will play on your emotions and get you to do things that you normally wouldn't do by doing that, you know what I mean? So, but she's showing up upright in this reading in your past anyway, so don't let that fool you. Sometimes it's going to show up like that, even if it is the other way. What do we got in the present? For hardcore hermits, the hardcore mofos that we be. 5 of Swords. Okay, so we got presently somebody really has it out for you, or maybe you it's the other way around. Maybe you've had enough of watching this person get away with what they did to you. Maybe you think that it's your job to take care of your own justice. Well, no, it's not. If you're backed in a corner, it is, yeah. somebody comes in your house and your kids are there and like somebody, then you can shoot them right in the fucking head. I don't care what Canadian law says, whatever. I say that because yeah, if somebody breaks into your place and like means to do you harm, you fucking put one between their eyes, and it's better to be judged by 10 than carried by 6, right? So we got a 5 of swords here. Which is like win at all cost, humiliation and defeat is what this person wants for you. If this isn't you wanting that for the other person, yeah, you really got under your skin because they thought that whatever they did to you, you wouldn't be able to survive from that because they know they wouldn't be able to because they're a pussy, right? So, but whatever. You did, and that irks them because now everybody kind of sees that, and they're like, "Well, it's like fucking you." Like, and they know, and everybody else knows. There's no way in hell they would have survived that. So they would have been fucking like when 10 people coming against one person. Like most people can't survive that. And that just shows how big a pussies they are. Like one of me, or 2 of me against 1 of me, I know could take me down. You know what I mean? So that just shows what kind of pussies they are, really. And that's usually the type of people you'll find that join in big groups like that. So don't let it get you down. What do we got in the future for hardcore hermits? Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords. This is Knight of Swords in this deck, so this is like somebody who wants to come in. In the future, somebody is going to come in and do something crazy. It's full fucking time. Like, really, if you have that much of a problem with somebody, you really got to have, like, little church meetings every, like, week about it for, like, a year. And, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a criminal or anything, but I know if I wanted somebody clipped by now, they'd be in the church or whatever. But I guarantee you it's because you guys are protected. Because I know that's why the only reason I'm here is because I'm protected, right? So, just saying. Princess, yeah, somebody is coming in. They're gonna do something really, well, brave. It may seem brave, but I think it's foolish. But I also am waiting for it too, because I just would like an end of this shit, as most of you, I'm sure, would too. Princess, so a Knight of Swords. Somebody coming in and doing something quick. An air sign, possibly. Could be an Aquarius. The way you're influencing this. Remember, at the bottom of the deck, we got walking away from what no longer serves you. That even means revenge. Maybe back in the day, you used to always get revenge for shit like this. Now it's your turn to wait on the Most High. And the Most High is way more creative at it than you are anyway. I mean, the way he's going to do it is make what you look like, you put him in a corner for a little timeout. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to look like. Yeah, Most High don't fuck around, especially when it comes to his sheep. They call him the Good Shepherd for a reason, right? Okay, the way you're influencing this. 19, the sun. You could be being influenced by Leo, or this just means that light is going to be shed on this situation because the sun comes out and dries up all the rain. And that's what it does. It makes people happy, but it also reveals all the dark corners that you normally don't see at nighttime. When the sun comes out, it reveals everything in those dark corners, right? So that's what I mean. New information is going to come, and that's where the judgment is going to come. Most High already knows what they did anyway. He just, whatever. He has his own timing of doing things. Like it says in the Bible, 1 day to us is like 1,000 years to us is like 1 day to the Lord. So, believe me, he's got all the fucking time in the world. He'll make them better before they get out of this place. You know what I mean? Maybe the next time. Maybe the next lifetime. I don't know. But anyways, it's none of your business anyway how he does things. You put it in his hands and you walk away. That's to keep your protection, unless you don't want to be protected. 8 of Cups. Walking away from what no longer serves you. I just did a Tony Towers thing again and cut it, so I guess we're cutting this again. And the Fool. Okay, so embarking on a new journey. Okay, so now we're embarking on a new journey. So now that we got that over, we're walking away from the cups that no longer serve us. And you're walking away from we're gonna embark on a new journey. But you gotta, you know what? If you even think about those losers anymore, you're basically giving them energy. You know that, right? So maybe they're energy vampires, and that's really what they were after the whole time. You know what I mean? Once you stop giving them that energy and like dead them in your head, they're gone. You know what I mean? They can't get that from you no more. Queen of Pentacles is. This is like somebody who enjoys like sitting in the backyard, enjoying the fruits of their labors. Usually pretty good. I call her a sugar mama, but she's not always like a sugar. She could be nurturing too. She knows about like earthly things like business and commodities and like things that you can taste, touch, and feel, like gardening possibly. I noticed there's a goat there too. She's got a goat by her throne there. Nice legs too. She's got like a globe in her hand. It reminds me of like that, in Scarface when it says "the world is yours" at the beginning there, and it's got that globe. That's kind of what that reminds me of. And then like a mace. It looks like mace of diamonds. Yeah, diamonds. Because that's the suit that I believe pentacles are in a regular card deck. I believe cups are hearts, and then spades is swords, and clubs is wands. I believe if I'm wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. There we go. Queen of Pentacles. What do we got in the lens you're looking through there? Hardcore hermits. What's the lens you're looking through here? How are you looking at this situation? You're looking at it as a Four of Wands, like possibly this is a twin flame, but just remember, twin flames are here to learn lessons from. They're not here to basically, if you don't learn your lesson, yeah, but you can learn your lesson from them, and just be sure that you're not getting played for a fool. That's all I'm saying, because that's what the lessons they usually like to teach you is shit like that. That makes you look like a fool at the end. So, Four of Wands. This can also be like an achievement or hitting a milestone or something. Let's see what it says in this one. I'm curious. Four Wands. Complete satisfaction, conclusion of works, rest following exertion. Okay. So like working hard and then at the end of the day going to sleep. I noticed there's acorns on the thing there too, which mean wisdom. It usually mean wisdom and acorn, so. What are they stirring there? Is it like some hot coals or something? There's spirit hands too coming out of clouds, eh? This woman must be a witch or something. Or some kind of magic practitioner. What do we got in the environment? Okay, in the environment there's conflict right now. Yeah, there's conflict right now. So, yeah, you definitely have some haters in your energy, which you always do. So, I would be surprised if I did a hardcore hermit reading and there wasn't any haters in it. So, what do we got with the outcome of this? Easter? Yeah, so we got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is something new's coming in that you can taste, touch, and feel. But then we got the Prince of Chalices here. This might be the person bringing it, and I would be wary about this. I've been getting this feeling all day, actually, and somebody's gonna come in and try and like give you something, and either it's gonna be a way for them. They're gonna try and get into your place somehow, or they're gonna have something attached to whatever they give you, if you know what I mean. Something that you're gonna bring. They expect you to bring it into your house, and then it'll curse your place, so that you won't have protection when they try their shit, right? So that it basically like makes it so that they can they'll stop blowing their eyebrows off, and they won't all look like the Crypt Keeper. But I don't think that's gonna change until they stop doing what they're doing. But whatever. I'm not going to tell him that. Then you got the Two of Swords, and you're going to have to make a decision in the future here. And I'm thinking this is what this decision is one of your supreme haters, if not the supreme ones. I don't know if they'll have enough balls to come themselves, but they'll probably send one of their flying monkeys. But this is, yeah, you're going to have to make a decision what you're going to do with this. So, yeah, I've been getting that feeling all day. I know this is true. So, I'm going to use a ghost here to clarify these. I'm going to use the ghosts here. Ghost with the most. Spirit that you. Okay. Holy Spirit, look into the soul cycle of the hardcore hermit. Queen of Wands. And Three of Swords and Heartbreak. So, Queen of Wands' heart could be broken. Well, that could be you. You could be in your creative entrepreneur, outside the box mode there. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we had a Queen of Pentacles already. So Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. Here's the Queen of Wands again. So you could be this Queen of Pentacles, and possibly you could be dealing with your counterpart. If you're a hardcore hermit, your counterpart is most likely a Pisces, or like somebody who, because you know how you have water and air in your chart? It'll be somebody who has, air and earth. It'll be somebody who has water and fire in their chart. It'll be your, like if you're like the Joker, you're Batman or whatever. I mean, like that's like literally like most likely what your counterpart will be. Yeah, believe me, I know this for a fact. Like your arch nemesis, so we put it that way. So yeah, for my hardcore hermit filter, that's who your counterpart. Or you know what you do? You know how there's the wheel? I'll show you. Like you see this, there's a lot. This wheel here. They have the zodiac wheel that it'll be the person exact opposite of you on that wheel. Like the exact, if you look right across the zodiac wheel, it'll be the person right across the exact directly pointing. And because you're kind of in between two, they'll be in between two too. You know what I mean? Like mine is a cusper too. I can't remember which cusper it is. I think it's it's either Pisces or Aries, or it's Pisces and Aquarius. One of those two cuspers. Mine is, I can't remember. I'm trying to think which one I am. Yeah. No. Because they're right at the end of the wheel, and I'm right in the middle, right? So it makes sense. Like, like you know how it starts with Aries, and then it goes to, like, you go that way, I'm like right in the middle. Like Virgo and Libra are pretty much right in the middle, right? So that's how you'll find out. Okay, let's clarify this. Nine of Pentacles, luxurious living. Princess of Pentacles. So a Page of Pentacles, a student. And being ungrateful. Or like things not going the way you planned. So, yeah, somebody's luxurious living is of a Page of Pentacles. A student's living, or things aren't going the way they planned for a student. I'm taking it. So, what do you wondering? That could even be you in your side, right? So, especially if you're learning something, that would be you. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so this is like severe burdens. Whatever this is, this person is studying is burdening them, or whatever I don't know, they did for money, I'm taking, because it says it's got a Nine of Pentacles there. Maybe they married for money or some shit like that. Could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. And your challenge is the Two of Wands, making not to make passionate decisions. Eight of Pentacles, which is like being very, very cautious, which is good, and heartbreak. To protect you from heartbreak is what I'm thinking, is definitely. What do you want to tell us about this person? What do you want to tell us about this? Okay, Six of Pentacles. Okay. So somebody's giving and receiving is something. I want to see what it says on this one. Definitely. Where's the ghost way? This is usually like giving and receiving money. So somebody could have paid somebody to break your heart, I'm thinking, possibly, is what that could mean too. Somebody could have got paid to basically start a relationship with you and then end it. Some people with money, they'll do anything for money, right? Six of Pentacles. Let's see, Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. There we go. Six of Pentacles. Patience and waiting lead to small moments of eternity, but there is no eternity. There is no eternity in solitude. Patience and waiting lead to small moments of eternity, but there is no eternity in solitude. This is like giving and receiving, giving and taking away. As in the Lord giveth and He taketh away. I'm taking this. What this means is like, see how this guy's hugging the tombstone there. Maybe he's remembering the days he was with his wife and stuff like that. And I guess the Lord took her away, so He's like, He taketh away in the end. We all have our day in the sun, you know. So eventually, the good doctor comes to take us to a different office. Right? So yeah, just be thankful for the time you have. Maybe it's a challenge for that. Maybe it is to make passionate decisions. Now that I think about it, because if maybe you've, you know how we get into our hermit mode there when we're under, not so much. Maybe you're supposed to lean a little bit more to your hardcore side, just to I don't know, maybe let the drawbridge down once, like for half an hour a day, or maybe like don't have so many snipers on the roof, or, you know what I mean? So maybe shit like that. What do you got in the subconsciously? You're thinking about justice and betrayal. You want betrayal for this justice. Yeah, what is the spirit going to tell? What do you want to tell them? Reverse. Reversal. Five of Pentacles reversed. You're gonna come out of poverty. If you were left in poverty, you're gonna come out of poverty with spiritual knowledge. That's the reason why you went in, I believe, is because I'm sure if you looked at before this happened, this whole scenario, it might not be even for you poverty, but before you went through this whole ordeal, this betrayal and everything, that. Maybe you were just believe anybody. Now you're a little wiser, and I'm sure you've leveled up in other ways. I know I have. 1, 2, 3. Okay, who's this Queen of Cups in the past? That I'm thinking is the one that betrayed you, most likely. Let's see here. Let's see. What do you want to tell us about this one, Spirit? What do you want to tell us about this? That's the truth. Spirit said, when I said someone who betrayed you, Spirit said that's the truth. So Ace of Swords. No, you're right about that. If you were thinking that this person betrayed you, you're 100% correct. That's the one who betrayed you. What do we got in the Five of Swords? Oh, Five of Swords. The way you're thinking is Eight of Pentacles. What's this one?
Shattered dreams need not die. They live within us as long as we can give them a piece of our heart. Yeah, so this is like being cautious too. But yeah, this is being cautious. So be cautious is basically what's. If you're the one thinking about doing something cruel, Five of Swords in somebody, humiliating, and whatever, or even if you're cross-watching and you're thinking of doing this to a hardcore hermit, be cautious is what I'm thinking Spirit's saying right now, because you don't realize that there's a lot of eyes on you that you don't know about, like that most of us don't know about. But there is, and yeah, they're looking very closely to see what goes down right now. I laugh sometimes to say as hardcore hermits are like what do they call it, the bait for a lot of these fucking these guys. I think that literally Spirit. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like it, but you know what? And that's other times I'm like, well, whatever. Things could be worse, right? Sometimes I think he uses us for bait for these haters and gets them to hate us as much. Or maybe I'm pretty sure maybe he doesn't get them to hate, but he uses us kind of like as a worm on the hook to see if they're gonna actually fucking do what's going on in their head, right? And when they do, they always get the fucking chair for it. I've witnessed that myself. Is that whenever they bite, man, they always pay for it. It shows up on their face every day. Like I can usually tell who's doing spell work on me just by looking at how much makeup they had to put on. You know what I mean? So, what do we got in the Prince of Swords here? This is the student. Or no, this is the Knight of Swords. This is the slow mover. Or no, this is the guy. Okay, they're gonna rush in and do something foolish. What's the end result of this, Holy Spirit? They're gonna rush in and do something brave. Or you could be the one rushing in and doing something brave. The devil. Basically, the devil's basically the one sending these ones. This is their master. They're his bitch. They got something out of this, and they made deals with the devil, and basically they have to do this because they're his bitch. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you make deals with the devil. You know? So, or it's a Capricorn that's going to do this. It could be that too. What are we got in influencing this situation? The sun. The sun's coming out, clarifying the sun, Holy Spirit. The sun. You're gonna have to make a choice whenever's shed by the sunlight coming down and basically exposing all your enemies. I'm pretty sure if you're highly intuitive like I am, like on your Queen of Swords side there, that you already know who your enemies are. You knew who they were before they even knew that you knew they knew who they were. You know what I mean? Once you're on to somebody who you know might have it out for you, like you pretty much within the next day know everything about them. I'm thinking, if you're that kind of hardcore. But what do we got in Queen of Pentacles? This is hopes and fears is your queen, so you could be fearing a Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's got, I guess, I don't know, somebody who's done like earthy but maybe wealthy, you know, possibly. What do you want to tell us about this Holy Spirit? Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so whether this is a hope or a fear, this is somebody that's going to have an Ace of Pentacles, something that can grow into something that you can taste, touch, and feel. Like can make you wealthy, man or woman. So whatever that is, whether you fear it or hope for it. Four of Wands. What do you want to tell us about this? This twin flame. Which I'm thinking is this water sign for most of you. Is this a Queen of Swords? Okay, this twin flame could be a Queen of Swords actually for some of you. Yeah, I think your counterpart is if same as mine, the counterpart's probably the water sign, and this one it might be the twin flame. So Queen of Swords is possibly the twin flame. So this is the lens you're looking through. This is the lens you should be looking through, actually, because this is she don't take no shit. She wants to choose, nothing but to choose. And before you can even say, "For so help me God," if you ain't telling the truth, off with your head. That's just the way she is. And that's the type of mode you should be. If somebody's not doesn't respect you enough to tell you the truth, then why should you even waste your time with them? Right? So it's a waste of time, really. And not only that, it can create a lot of problems for you. What do we got in conflict in the environment? What do you want to tell us about this conflict spirit? Who started this shit? I think we all know. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, this conflict's good. Believe it or not, is going to lead to a 10 of Pentacles. Well, whoever's behind this conflict is a rich person, and maybe that's why they can afford to hire all these flying monkeys to come at you all the time. You know what I mean? Basically, like little bitches that do anything for money, or they could be part of their cult. You know what I mean? Either way, they're the devil's basically got them by the around the curlies, right? So they have to do whatever. They're basically at that point they don't have a mind of their own, right? They belong to the problem. So what do we got in the outcome here? Prince of Cups. What's with this Prince of Cups? This love offer, or this basically this apology possibly coming in. Okay, they're coming in as remember in the future the knight who's rushing to do something fierce or do something brave. That's who this is. They're coming in like with a Trojan horse, like they're coming in with as if they're coming in for a love offer, but they're really coming in for an attack. So as if you didn't see that one coming. Like really, they got to get some new fucking material. Like this is like Larry Curly and Mo shit. Like I'm just literally when I go outside my house, I'm expecting to see somebody shooting by on Acme rocket skates, holding an anvil or some shit like that. I'm not even kidding. What's this Ace of Pentacles that basically they got here in the outcome here? This Ace of Pentacles. This could be a carrot in front of the horse too. Just putting that out there as if we didn't see that one either. Okay, this is the High Priestess, who I think is the water sign there. In my situation it is anyway, but this is like the High Priestess. This is your counterpart. You're the Hermit, they're the High Priestess. Both highly intuitive, but the thing is that when somebody gives their brain over to the devil, this slowly funnels down, you know what I mean? Because the first thing the devil does when he's got a bitch is cut all the cords in their brain that fucking basically can make them not be a bitch, you know what I mean? So that they're easy to control, and so that they can jump in anytime they want, right? So that's, give them the illusion that they're in power, you know what I mean? Like they're all about illusions, right? So that's basically what's going on here. That's what's happened. So even maybe they were highly intuitive at one time, and but that shit's deteriorating now. Now they're just a taxi cab for demons, right? So, Two of Swords is you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision in the future. I'm thinking about this person. Like, are you gonna see? Why don't you just end it? I'm thinking like maybe it's a decision. Like you should just go cut the head of the snake off. Is what you should do. And then maybe these little bitches will scurry away and find another master to serve or whatever, you know what I mean? So, what do you want to tell us about this Holy Spirit? This is what's this? The Empress. Okay, you have to make a decision because you're stepping in your Empress power now. So you can embody all 4 queens in the deck. I'm taking through your Libra side, and you're You're bringing things into this world. You're basically creating things. Whether you be a content producer, you could be a writer, you could fucking make Tim Hortons donuts. Whatever you make here, you're making something. Is what this is saying. And that's what's. If you haven't actually, this is in outcome. So if you're not, you will be. So have a good one, guys.